So let us talk about biometrics. Bio and metrics, they are two different words combined together, and we are talking this technology just because everywhere now we have biometrics installed. So we'll see what is biometrics, the history, the types available, the characteristics, the devices of biometrics, application, advantages, and conclusion. Biometrics are actually an automated methods for recognizing a person. To recognize a person, that is based on some physiological or behavioral characteristic. Now, if you search somebody or you frisk someone, then that may seem to be uneasy and derogatory sometimes. But now, this biometrics have changed that realization. Biometric technologies, they measure a particular set of person's vital statistics in order to determine the identity. The identity of a person or recognition of a person is identified via these biometrics. This biometrics, as I earlier indicated, is derived from Greek words bios and metric. Bios and metric, that is why we have biometric. That means life and measurement respectively. Bios means life and metric means measurement. So this is directly translating itself to measuring a life, means measuring a living thing, measuring yourself, measuring or finding through measurement your identity, validation and verification type of thing. So the first real biometric system was created in 1870 by French anthropologist Alphonse and turned biometrics a distinguished field of study. Now this is not a study, this is everywhere. I'm sure those who are listening, maybe they might be students, they might have biometrics installed. This has changed the working culture of the organization. So the first classification method for fingerprints was developed in 1892 by Sir Francis Galton. There are various types of biometrics, and the major of them are behavioral biometrics. This is used just for verification. Then physical biometrics. This is used either for identification or for verification. And this behavioral biometrics, it has speaker recognition, a signature, or a keystroke. And then physical biometrics, it involves your fingerprint, your facial recognition, hand, iris, and vascular patterns. These are physical biometrics. These are the characteristics of biometric. As textually I explained, now let us see it via a diagram. Biometrics has two parts. It may be physiological, it may be behavioral. Now behavioral, most of you having laptops might have seen this. This is inbuilt in your computer system now. Keystroke, you just press a key, some signature and voice, and if thumb also. If these are there, you will be allowed, you will be verified. But physiological verification, validation, this cannot be exchanged. Maybe sometimes if you have a password or you have something which is known by somebody else, he can enter if you let him know. But here it is not possible. You cannot have a voice of other person. You cannot have a face, a fingerprint or hand, this hand impression, iris. These are specified, because in the whole world their signatures are of unique kind, and most importantly is DNA. Most of the crime stories are solved, or cases are solved through DNA only. Now, behind this, there are so many, technologies involved. Face recognition technology. I must, make it more wider. I must say, image processing activities are going on. These are the devices which involves a lot of processing and signature matching, and that is how biometric works. So we have biometric devices like iris scanner, fingerprint scanner, face camera, retinal scanning, and DNA matching. This is an example of iris scanner. You put your eye and now the signature are matched, and if it is okay, then you are allowed. This is fingerprint scanner. All these fingerprints have been taken, kept in a database, and whenever a person comes, he or she shows this finger or plays this fingerprint, and this fingerprint is matched by what is there through various algorithms, technologies, image processing technologies, and once it is verified, then you are allowed. Otherwise, no, sorry. This is the face camera. This is how retinal scanning works. This retinal scanner reads from the outer iris in towards the pupil edge, from hair to hair, right? From outwards to inwards. This retinal scanner then plots a distinct pattern of blood vessels using infrared, right? Now, after scanning the information is sent to the central server where the results are compressed. Upon entering the facility, the client's retinal map will be compared to their stored compressed information. And this is unique. This is unique. This is how DNA matching is done. You have, a lot of bio is there, but still, let me just say a few words. This is how the DNA looks like. This is a mitochondria, this is nucleus, this is cytoplasm, this is zona pellucidea. And nucleus contains this much of chromosomes, autosomal chromosomes, and this contain mitochondrial DNA. Now, this is the nucleus which contains 22 autosomal chromosomes. So these are X chromosomes, Y chromosomes. All these combinations and biology actually, matches your DNA or matches all this stuff of yours to what is already been kept somewhere. This is how DNA is matched. There are other methods also which in studies or in crime they are taken, because your DNA will match surely with your father or your mother, okay, with your predecessor, and your successor, the same logic will go with him or her. This is iris versus retina. The iris is not the retina, right? Iris is what this is. Retina is thus this area. So there is a difference in technology also. Don't consider that iris and retinal recognition is same. So what are the applications? Biometric time clocks, or biometric time and attendance systems, which are being increasingly used in various organizations to control employee timekeeping. Whenever employee enters or leaves, if time stamping is there, and because it is sure that that employee is already there, and specifically for this safe and logs, this provides security for the homeowners. Only the person who is authorized can enter, and others are barred from entering. And biometric access control system, this provides a strong security at entrances, specifically for areas where you have kept very important stuff, and for military, for banks, everywhere. This is very important. The advantages are, of course, increased security. It provides a convenient and low-cost tier of security. Reduces password administration cost. Maybe passwords are easily cracked nowadays by softwares or known by other person, and it replaces hard to remember passwords which may be shared or observed. That is what I said. And equivocally link an individual to a transaction or event. And by concluding, we must say that biometrics can only be limited by limiting one's imagination. Biometric technology is wide. It's a technology which is already matured, but still work is going on, and it is being used almost everywhere now. So we have shortlisted a few highly popular applications for biometric technology. Hope you understood a bit idea what is biometrics, and if you are interested, you can study more. Thank you so much. Take care.